The following is a Galactic Network podcast. For more, go to gncast.com. That's gncast.com.
Hello and welcome to Who Knew and Review, a podcast from the Galactic Network. Well, so we've had the finale of Series 10. Now, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, because basically I can't help it if I spoil the life out of it. It is just one of those things you're going to have to get used to if you listen to this podcast. I mean, I have tried my best throughout the other review shows of not spoiling it too much, but how can I not spoil it? Did you watch it? Now, before I get into my particular musings and the synopsis, there are certain elements of this, if it was a standalone episode, that I would not be happy with. If it was a standalone episode, rest assured I would have scored it probably about 3.5 out of 5 TARDIS, which might seem mean. But actually, I score it 6 TARDIS out of 5. I've done the time travel thing again. I've scored it 5. I've travelled back in time, and I've added an extra TARDIS on top of it. Because the ending. Because of what happened. Because, look, let's just get on with the synopsis. Then I will read absolutely everything that I took notes about. And then, once I've done that, I might even tell you the good bits, the bad bits, the most universal bits. You get the message. Well, the synopsis is this. The Doctor makes a final stand against an army of Cybermen to protect a tiny band of humans from destruction. Now that's pretty much it. I mean, it starts and there's a Cyberman holding the Doctor and it all looks a little bit doom and gloom. But for much of The Doctor Falls, well, it's all about Bill, and it really looks as if Bill, who, let's not beat around the bush here, is possibly one of the finest triumphs of this series. Well, Bill's doomed. Now, not doomed because we've had Clara who was doomed, but Bill. Bill was doomed. Turned into a Mondasian Cyberman at the end of World Enough and Time. And, well, because we'd seen the trailers and snippets, it looked like Bill would be back, and I wasn't expecting her to, well, spend pretty much the entire episode as a Mondasian Cyberman. When she was in the barn, the point of view switching between Mackie and the Cyberman, as she gradually realised what she'd become, it was some of the most poignant moments in Doctor Who. It was supremely handled. I think Pearl Mackie saved her best performance for last, because I mean, all through Series 10 she's been absolutely fantastic. But the scenes as her as Cyberman, knowing what she'd become, the sort of dread, anticipation, I mean, it was well, she stole it. It was superbly conveyed, absolutely mind-blowing. And then, of course, on to Peter Capaldi, the majestic, the wonderful, the Doctor. If you ever needed a reminder of just how much he's going to be missed when he finally departs at Christmas, his work here is precisely that. The acting that he did, that he conveyed. I mean, the first 15 minutes or so with the Masters was supreme, but the character of the Doctor, mortally wounded and keeping his regeneration at bay, just it was just superb. His heart-wrenching tale, I mean, even more so at the end when he starts regenerating and he starts listing off all manner of things. I just wanted Stephen Moffat to write Series 9 like this, okay? The end of the show. Notice I'm listing the different characters, by the way. I'm not doing a proper review as such because I think each character actually deserves the time. And right at the end, when the Doctor stumbles out of the TARDIS and thrusts his regenerating hands into the cold, and then he hears that voice, and it's just like, oh my. Now it was alluded to quite a long time ago that we'd get the first Doctor, and I put it down to one of those crazy rumours, because when you hear these crazy rumours, like you did like last series with Davros as a child, you go, it's not going to happen. I want it to happen, but it's not gonna happen. Well, I had goosebumps. It was just fantastic. Now on to, well, the other two. I say the other two. I haven't forgotten about Nardole, but maybe we'll come to him. Sims Master and Gomez's Missy, both seemingly on their way out. One of them with the option to regenerate gone. Now, it probably wasn't explained, but a little bit of history here for those of you who understand the Master, John Sims Master's sonic laser or laser screwdriver. It's laser screwdriver, wasn't it? If you remember back all the way back to that one, he removed he aged the 10th Doctor and removed the regeneration ability. So that is something that his gadget does. So it's not something that was made up just for convenience of this show, which is kind of good that Moffat remembered it. But with Missy apparently not able to regenerate, with the Master seemingly going to regenerate, it makes you wonder what's going to happen. But this being Doctor Who, there's no such thing as a story dead end, so that's perhaps why the episode didn't really dwell on it any longer than normal. The Master Missy narrative seemed pretty incidental to the series, but not a disappointment. I say not a disappointment, although the whole what's in the vault thing really was the only damp squib. Is Missy the next incarnation after the Master? Is there a regeneration in between, or two regenerations in between? We never saw Missy's body. Sure, there was a big explosion. But has this been deliberately left open? Are we going to get a regeneration? I mean, we know she's a crafty so-and-so. And if she remembered threatening, or if the Master remembered, or time, or people remembered, or, if in the big ball of time it was remembered that the Master shoots Missy in the back, then presumably she'll have a way around that, won't she? Now, the enemy in this, was it the enemy? Was the Cybermen the enemy? Because they sort of lost their effectiveness. I really loved the concept of a time dilation ship where they could go through several iterations of Cybermen in one hit. It's certainly going to be interesting to see if we get the Mondasian Cybermen again, and it'll be also interesting to see if Nardole appears once more. I think Nardole deserves to come back as the companion for the regenerated Doctor. I think he's an absolutely awesome character. Nice and woolly and a bit daft, but also a bit serious. I mean, I could do without some of the total daftness, I'm the only one who can officially kick your ass sort of bit. But I did like him as a the computer geek, as the person getting crumbs on the TARDIS console. That's what I like about him. And I'm pleased to see in the end that they didn't kill Bill. I mean, the re-emergence of the pilot was an okay twist. And the whole, well, I can make you human and return you back to serving chips bit was nice. But truthfully, I think this is going to be the last that we see of Bill. So what are the good bits? Well, the good bits, the Master, Missy and Doctor at the lift. I mean, it's a fantastic performance by all three of them. The bad bits, if there was any, well, it is the pilot, it is Bill's saviour. And is that a bad bit? I mean, can I call that a bad bit? Because it was quite a good bit. All in all, you know my opinion, 6 TARDISes out of 5. It's another high-hitting series, a high-hitting episode. It's difficult to say. So the most universal bit. Well, the ending. The ending. Well, I'm the Doctor. The original, you might say. Oh my lord. Yes, please. More and more. Is it Christmas yet? That was fantastic. If you want to hear more of me saying things like this about Doctor Who, then why not check out the Else Nerds from the Galactic Network, as I'm agreeing to go on there tonight, which means I'll be getting up at 2:30 Greenwich Mean Time to go and chat to Matt and Corey and Beat. Absolutely fantastic. You should check it out. It's not a bad show. I listen to it on the way to work. Anyway, let's run the promos and I will be back with news.
Do you believe that there's intelligent life somewhere out there? That maybe extraterrestrial beings have already visited the Earth? Are you a fan of movies or TV shows like Star Trek or Alien? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you may also like the Alien Invasion podcast. On every episode, we talk about the latest ET-related news, report on a recent sighting, and make some alien-themed entertainment picks. Subscribe, download, and listen from where you get podcasts. Or by going to gncasts.com/aliens. That's gncasts.com/aliens.
If you enjoy sci-fi, aliens, horror films, Doctor Who, gaming, comic books, the paranormal, weird things and more, then please consider becoming a partner with us by going to gncasts.com/support and then clicking on the Patreon link. We feel that you're not just a listener, a viewer, a reader or a follower. When supporting us, you're investing with your hard-earned cash. So we consider you a partner. Hey, we're in this together. Become a Partner Plus and get your name mentioned on our shows, or Partner Pro and have us read your messages, whatever they may be. Again, go to gncasts.com/support and click on the Patreon link to become a partner with the Galactic Network. Now, I was meant to read a bit out of there thanking a new partner. And, well, that's sort of trapped in the Slack chat. But whilst I'm recording, I can't get to Slack. It's just one of those things. So, apologies. I feel really bad now. But what I'm going to do is dedicate the next show to you. Because I'll write notes and I'll be all prepared. So apologies that you're not getting the mention that you deserve for partnering. But next week, or the week after, because I'm going to take a little holiday, I will come back to you. Dave, Mr. Nelson, I do hope that's all right, sir. Anyway, let's do the news. Now, the first bit of news that I got, I got it before the finale went out, and I thought, well, it could just be one of those rumours. But as you know, it's not a rumour. The Doctor Who Series 10 Christmas special is actually shooting on location right now. And David Bradley has been spotted. Who's David Bradley? Well, you saw him at the end of the finale. David played William Hartnell, the first Doctor, in An Adventure in Time and Space, which dramatised the start and making of the early years of Doctor Who. Of course, this substantiates the rumours going around that he's been booked to reprise his first Doctor role. Oh, well, we saw him at the end of the last episode, so substantiates. Oh, I should Coco. I'm really excited for Christmas. A multi-Doctor episode, but a multi-Doctor episode like no other before. So, do you like comic books? You do. Do you like Doctor Who comic books? I thought so. Well, writer Paul Cornell is a well-known name to Doctor Who fans, having written numerous Who novels, comic strips and audio dramas over the year, before progressing to writing the TV series itself. His latest work in the Whoniverse is a comic, The Heralds of Destruction, a 5-part adventure for John Pertwee's version of the Time Lord, on which Cornell is ably supported by artist Christopher Jones and colourist Hi-Fi. But why am I telling you? Well, I've included a link to Games Radar to win the collection. So yeah, click the link, get on over there. I don't know when it finishes. I'm not that well organised, as you know. So let's start the rumours going, shall we? When will Doctor Who Season 11 start? The BBC hasn't announced when the new season will air, but rumours point to an autumn 2018 showing. Current season began in April. In recent years, Doctor Who has been marred by inconsistent scheduling, with mid-season breaks and ever-changing time slots coinciding with a fall in ratings. If you remember, for the 50th anniversary, fans attacked the BBC in 2013 when they were promised the most Doctor Who ever. It never really turned out that way. Hopefully, Chris Chibnall will be able to crack that whip with whoever is replacing Peter, and then maybe we can get a little bit of consistency back. Although I don't mind it so much because, well, a show about time travel should, I suppose, time travel. So, I've mentioned Christmas. The Christmas episode is filming. But do you want to see set pictures from it? Do you want to see sneaky glimpses of 2 TARDISes? 2 Doctors? Of course you do. Well, there's a link in the show notes, people. You click that link, you have a butcher's. Yeah. Again, you're going to get a lot of this from me within the next, well, now until Christmas, of being rather excited and rather giddy like a kid. So, the ultimate rumour. Thank you, Metro.news. You see, it's the showbiz rumour that just can't be exterminated. Doctor Who fans are more convinced than ever the next Time Lord will be a woman. No, we're not. But let's go with it. Viewers traded conspiracy theories after seizing upon a suspected major clue during Saturday series finale. In it, John Sims, the Master, asked, "Will the future be all girl?" And Peter Capaldi's Doctor replied, "We can only hope." It's not, okay, people? But I've got to include rumours in there because it's Who Knew and Review. It's news of such. It's a rumour. It's gossip and rumour. It's gossip and rumours transcending time and space. Yeah, it's not going to be a woman. Okay, I'd bet a £5 on it, and that's £5 English. Anyway, I digress. You've listened to me talk far too much. At the end of this is going to be all our contact details coming up. Don't forget, I am on the Else Nerds. Tune in, listen to me talk more about Doctor Who at 2:30 in the morning for me, where I'll be really sleepy and I will be needing the occasional nudge. You can watch it live, actually. Go over to our support page and take a look. Anyway, I'm going to be taking a holiday for a week or so, but when I come back, I'll be back with all the news and gossip from the Whoniverse itself. Until then, goodbye. Many thanks for downloading this podcast from the Galactic Network. We have so much to offer. Maybe it's horror or adventure gaming. Perhaps you just like to listen to a couple of nerds geeking out. Well, if that's the case, then visit gncasts.com. That's GNCASTS.com and have a good poke around. You'll be surprised what you find. Maybe you'd like to chat to the hosts. If so, then why not sign up to our Slack channel? Or simply you want to tell us what a great job we're doing. That's GNCASTS.com.
This has been a Galactic Network podcast. For more, go to gncast.com. That's GNCASTS.com.